Well, good morning folks, and welcome to Hong Kong week. We are in Cathay 255 where we left Singapore some hours ago, and we're heading into Kai Tak, the old Hong Kong airport. Not done this approach for many years. Used to do it a lot when I was testing for Microsoft in the 747 many years ago. So it's the IGS runway 13. Weather looks not too bad at all. In fact, we'll put the details in now. So QNH is 1017. Temperature is 17. And the wind at the moment 090 at 10 knots. 200 is the missed approach speed, missed approach point. So 206, 187, 145. So the weather is purporting to be clear. It's saying Cabok. But bear in mind, we only get the weather for Chek Lap Kok, so the weather should be fairly localised anyway. But looking good so far. Seatbelt signs are on, and we're going down to 8,000 feet. What we're going to do is we're heading for Cheng Chau VOR at the moment, and I'm going to make a right turn at about 6 miles, and then left backtrack into the VOR to start the approach. So I have the charts in front of me. Transition level is 11,000 feet. So start bringing the speed off. So it does look pretty clear down there. It doesn't look too bad at all. So we have the Kai Tak Pei Airport, and we also have Hong Kong City Time scenery, and also the freeware oceanside scenery developed by a chap on flightsim.to. And all being well, hopefully this landing goes okay. I haven't done it for ages. And then what we will do also is repeat the landing, and I'll show you a couple of different views. So this is the first in a couple of videos I hope to do this week in Hong Kong week. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the approach. So we're going to put that on heading now, because as we reach the Cheng Chau VOR, I'm going to turn right outbound and then come in, bringing the speed off. Just adjust that a little bit. Looking good. And you can see Hong Kong in the distance. Now we're online with VhhX, so we might hear some other messages, but we've got obviously no tower control or anything over at Kai Tak at the moment. Hong Kong traffic, Cathay 255 now passing 10,000 feet per 8,000. We're 20 miles south of Cheung Chau VOR. IGS approach runway 13 Kai Tak. As you can see, islands are starting to appear there. Very nice. So we're coming up on 8,000. Looking good so far. And in a minute we will reduce to 200 knots to make the turn. Let's put the constraints on so we can see. And this is the sort of view you get when you go into Hong Kong. Looking good so far. We're really lucky actually, because Hong Kong can be hot and humid and overcast and pretty dismal weather a lot of the time. So what you're seeing is quite nice today. Let's bring this in a little bit. So set that to 10 miles. Maintaining 8,000, and we'll make a right turn to about 088. We got a crosswind from the left when we turn, so we're going to try and keep this reasonably stable. Okay, 10 miles, let's bring the speed back to 220. A bit of throttle problem there, so let's make the right turn now. Okay, 200, we'll leave 220 actually. Make it 225 just to get past this. Hong Kong traffic, Cathay 255 heading 090 on the outbound for the hold Cheung Chau VOR. We'll be turning inbound shortly. Coming off on 8 miles. Okay, left turn inbound now. So there you can see the whole city of Hong Kong below us there in the distance. Bring this back onto 10 miles.
Cathay 255.0748, we've got you on TCAS, level change has taken place, we're 2,000 feet above you.
Yeah, that's understood, I've got you as well. We're crossing Cheung Chau at 8,000, we'll be descending to 6,000 at plus 7 DME for the right turn.
Yeah, copy that. We're through 10,000 now, climbing for level 340 outbound.
Have a good trip, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Pleasant landing.
So I'm going to try and get this right now. So 10 miles. Hong Kong traffic, Cathay 255, crossing Chengchao VOR at 8,000, heading 270, 7 DME, descending to 6,000. Okay, right turn heading 045 now to continue the descent and pick up the IGS for runway 13. On the localizer. Hong Kong traffic, Cathay 255, right turn heading 045 to intercept the IGS runway 13, Kai Tak. So we've got to be really careful with the mountains, as you can see. Flap 2 please. Just check the airport position. Yep, there it is. We're right on the money. Now what you can see below is Check Black Cock, which I actually haven't installed, which is why it looks so weird. And this is the reason why it's such a dangerous approach, all these mountains. So let's bring us back to 160. Actually, we'll leave it for a minute till we get the turn, till we hit the localizer. So the airport's out here. Here you can see Hong Kong. Let's go down to 3,000 please. Hong Kong traffic, Cathay Pacific 255 has the IGS localizer runway 13 Kai Tak descending. There's the glide slope. So Harmony approach, let's have the gear down and back to 160 knots. Check. On the speed brakes. So we're going to be perfectly okay. We're going to hold at 3,000 to pick up the glide slope. And at 2.2 DME we then disconnect the autopilot and make our right turn to line up for a landing. I just realised I can't see a DME on the IGS figure on the left there, so the turn's going to have to be my best guess, I think. Quick look at Hong Kong for you. Looking pretty good. I'd That's the Chiang Mai Bridge. This is part of the Oceanside Southside freeway scenery. So 145 is our final approach speed today. So as we come down now,
2,500.
checked. Okay, down we go, so let's set back to minimum safe. Flaps full, checked.
$2,500.
Checked. What's happening to the weather here? We're going to watch the speed. That's it, sorting itself out now. Right, landing checklist. Gear is down. Flaps are full. Auto brakes medium.
2,500.
Speed brake is armed. Missed approach altitude to 3,000 is set. Okay, now we're looking for the strobes. We may not see them too well in the daylight. You usually see them a lot better at night. But what we do want is 2.2 DME. Okay, over the outer marker. So we're looking for the checkerboards. So there's the runway. We're getting a little bit of turb off the hills. Checkerboard's here. Here it is. Going to get a little bit closer before I take the autopilot out. The wind's doing a few interesting things here, coming up on 1,000 or 1,200 feet. Yeah, I definitely have the checkerboards right there. Oh, there we go.
1,000.
Checked. Okay, disconnect autopilot. Let's go manual. Just going to bring it a little bit left. So there's the lights below us there. There I got the strobes.
500.
Checked. So let's bring it round.
400. 100 above.
Checked. Overshot it a little bit, which should be alright.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Full reverse. Not the greatest landing in the world, but we made it. Knots. So 255 is clear of runway 13, taxiing to the gate. So we'll cross the bridge. Very pleasant around here, as you can see. So for those of you who are interested, let's have another look at that landing from a different point of view. Well, there you go folks, I hope you enjoyed that second view of the landing there. Lots to see, interesting bits and pieces to fly over, and I hope you enjoyed it. Well, it wasn't the greatest landing in the world, but I managed it, that's the important thing. It's probably harder in the daytime because you can't see the lead-in strobes too well, and we're on real weather as well, so getting a bit of bumps off the mountains there. A little bit of flickering in the scenery, but it does look nice. As you can see, plenty of ships, skyscrapers. We will be taking a helicopter tour around here in the next video while we explore this area, and we will also be looking at Macau. Well, there you go folks, flying into the old Kai Tak airport. This was Cathay Pacific flight 255. We took off from Singapore a little over 4 hours ago, and a reasonably acceptable landing. Apologise for it not being absolutely spot on. I haven't done this landing for many years, even though I used to do it regularly. But I hope you got to see some enjoyable views and you enjoyed it. This was the first video. Next, during this week, during Hong Kong week, we're going to get the helicopter out and we're going to have a look around this area and see just what it looks like with the Hong Kong City Times. And then we're also going to investigate Macau. We'll actually do a takeoff from Macau and fly back somewhere to finish off the video. And we're also going to look at Oceanside, a freeware scenery that adds some of the buildings that are missing from the south side of the island on the other side of Kowloon Bay. So this is Lee, Virtual Airline Pilot, as ever. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. It's Hong Kong week for me, so hope to see you soon. All the best. Take care. Bye bye for now.